So this is going to be a task and a half. I'm going to move my mic away and all this stuff. And we're just going to go into a time lapse of me deconstructing this and putting it into the new case. And it should be pretty interesting, to say the least. So hopefully everything goes well. We'll see about that, though. Okay. Okay, here we go. Time lapse time. The graphics card out of the way. That's a hard drive. It's a 120. I mean, not 120. It's a 2 terabyte hard drive right there. So that's out of the way. Another hard drive. This is a 1 terabyte. So that's out of the way. Nice and dirty. So that's nice. A very dirty, I think it might be a 140 millimeter, but I think it's 120 millimeter thermal take fan. My old capture card, which I used to capture gameplay stuff through the Xbox that I don't really use anymore. The absolutely disgusting, tangled mess, nasty, I need to clean really badly, power supply, 600 watt. A 120 millimeter King Win, I don't even know what that company is, a blue fan, so that's lovely. The same exact fan, except in a different location. Kingwa, whatever that's called, 120 millimeter. The solid state that I have, 128 gigabytes. I don't know what company. Agility? I don't know, but that's the solid state. And finally, the motherboard. Oh my god, that took forever to get out because I was like, man, I got every screw in it, but it's not coming out. But then I realized there was a buried screw under a bunch of hair that I didn't see, and it was like taking me forever. So that was probably the hardest thing, that and getting this solid state drive out, because there was like a wedged in screw there, which I remembered that happened when we installed it. So I'm going to... I don't know how well you guys can hear me. I'm just going to take that and put it right there. That's got 16 gigs of RAM, and then it's got the fan on it, which I'll have to figure out how to get that off. And then the DVD drive, or the CD drive is right here. So that's the most important part, the CD drive. Woo! So I'll just set that down right there. And that's really about everything. It is a absolute mess. There's screws falling everywhere. This thing is filthy. It's legitly filthy. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stop the video. I was going to plan on doing this in the video, but it's going to take too long, I think. Don't know if you guys can even see me. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to clean everything. I'm going to get the vacuum and like dust it off and all this stuff and just get it nice and clean, figure things out, and then we're going to come back and we're going to install it into the new machine once it's all nice and squeaky clean. And we'll be back in a second when we're ready for that. So I'll be back in just a few seconds. Okay, so I finally finished the build, and man, I just have to say that was probably the craziest, longest, hardest video I've ever done for this. Just my room is destroyed. It took hours and hours of constant filming and time lapses. I had to edit out a bunch of it, of cleaning and stuff. It probably took. I started before noon. And it's about 6 o'clock at night. It's not, I wasn't doing it constantly, but it was, it took a long time. And here is the final build. And I think it turned out absolutely beautiful. And it just looks great. The cables are all hidden away. There was a few minor problems, but I'll talk about that in a second. I just wanted to do one quick test and see if everything is working fine. So, I'm not sure if it's actually powered on. We'll see. But I'm going to start it up in 3, 2, 1. Well, it seems like it's working. Let's see how it looks real quick. I mean, it looks pretty beautiful from what I can see on my camera and all this stuff. One complaint, real quick, is the case was really hard to get the power supply in. I seen a couple people complain about this in reviews. It was really hard. I had to take out some of the hard drive slots and wedge it in there to try to get it in. It was almost fitting, but it wasn't. And then I had to uninstall a fan to get it in there. I don't know if you guys seen that on camera throughout the huge fucking time lapse, but yeah, it was a pain to get that in. The installation of everything else was pretty fine. The fans and all that stuff. I do complain about the panels on this case. They're really hard to get off, and they're a pain in the ass to screw on, which I really haven't seen people complain about. So I guess maybe it's just my model that's messed up, but everything looks fine. I haven't tested it to make sure it actually works on my monitor and it powers everything on, but everything looks fine. I just need my stepdad to take a look at it because he knows a lot about computers. He looked at it and he said I did everything right except the little power pins and the LED lights and the little pins. I had to look it up on the MSI. I had to look up the manual of which each pin meant, but other than that, everything else was perfectly fine. So it was pretty damn easy, but it just took a very long time, and it was crazy. I didn't get to use all the fans I wanted. I thought I had to take out the 140 millimeter, which was the one that came in the back right here. I had to take that out, unfortunately, which is it's a really nice fan, but it wouldn't fit up here. I have two 120 millimeters up here. I got the 140 over here, and then there's 3 120s over here. So I would like more fan space. I would like, some fans at the bottom, to push up air, but there's nowhere to put them. So that's kind of a complaint right there. Just minor stuff, really. It's nice though. It's a really nice case. Hopefully I'll show some B-roll of it and stuff. And the final complaint is I need to fix this blue LED light that's coming out right here. I don't know if you guys can really see it. I will actually shut off the lights real quick, and let's see what it looks like in the dark. Hopefully it looks pretty cool. So I do think that looks pretty nice. A little bit more red could be added. I think I will get these little LED strips you can wire around the machine, around the frame and all that. I think I'll get some of those in red. And I'm gonna try to figure out how to get rid of that blue LED. I don't know if it's a plug-in or something, or I can just mask it up with tape. I'm not really sure, but it's just it's kind of distracting, really. But what's really cool is, I don't know if you guys can see this. Hang on a second. Let me turn this around. But you can see the little NZXT logo down there. And you can press this little button down here, and it'll turn it off. And the little light on the back, too. I thought that you could, change both of them. I guess you have to have both of them on or something. But, yeah, it's pretty interesting. I'm really happy with it. But, yeah, I'll go back to the full view real quick. But I think this thing looks really nice. Hopefully it runs better, runs a little bit cooler with that new heat sink, which actually looks really nice, too. I really like how that looks. But very clean. Should be a better airflow. And make sure you leave a lot of support for this video because this took a long time to work on. Leave a like for all this stuff. This was absolutely crazy. It's just the least you could do. But yeah, I don't know what I'll do with the old case. Maybe I'll give it to someone. I'm not really sure what I'll do with it. But yeah, I'm going to stop rambling on. I got to go work on some stuff and clean my room because it's a mess. So thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. And I guess I will see you guys later for another new video. Bye-bye!